morning, sweet friends. We're going to make the best stir fry. Oh, it's going to be good, y'all. We're going to put some good stuff in it. I've been outside working today in my back patio thing. I had green mold and black mold and every other kind of junk growing on my bricks. So I got out there and cleaned it off real good. I'm going to put 1 pork chop in my stir fry. So I'm cutting it off the bone, the meat. This is a really good looking pork chop. And this is going to be my meat in my stir fry. There's the bone. It's not very big. See there? I'm going to cut this up in little cubes. I hadn't put any seasoning or anything like that on it. I just like that. I'm going to cut it in little cubes. But anyway, I got hungry a while ago, and I came in and I fixed me a snack. I called it a snack. And I had about maybe 1/4 of a cup of cottage cheese. I had a half an apple. I had a handful of grapes. Let's see, I had something else on there. I'm trying to think now what it was. Handful of grapes, apples, cottage cheese. Oh, I had a peanut butter spoon. Have y'all ever had a peanut butter spoon? I had it when I was little. My mother-in-law, she'd give us a spoon. It'd be like a fairly large spoon, like a little soup spoon that you'd use to eat your soup out of. And she'd dip it down in that peanut butter and hand it to us. We'd lick it like a lollipop. Oh, goodness. So really today you might say I'm eating a whole pork chop because that's a lot. Look, I've got it cut in little cubes. I've got two capfuls of olive oil in there. And when you stir fry, you're supposed to stir fry really super fast, okay? I'm going to put this in a bowl because we're fixed to fry it up right now in just a second. We're not going to be waiting a whole long time. You don't have to wash your chopping block, y'all, if you fix to fry it right then. I've had 4 mushrooms in the refrigerator left over. You know, when I buy a pack of mushrooms, I can use them all week. Is this all I had? I thought I had another one. Here it is. I'm going to put them all in at the same time because that meat is cut so little that it's going to cook as soon as the rest of it does. I bought 1 tiny little zucchini because I knew it was just going to be me. So what I'm going to do is cut this down the center like that and then cut it up. This makes a good lunch. I'm not going to eat it over rice or potatoes or anything. I'm just going to eat vegetables and meat. That's it. I've got 1 banana pepper. I asked the man at the grocery store, I said, "Now make sure this isn't hot." He said, "It's a sweet one." I'm just going to pull that. I sure do miss having a garden, y'all. I do. When George was alive, we had us a garden, and we had banana peppers and bell peppers, and I'm going to cut these in long strips and then in cubes. We had okra and peas and corn and squash and what else did we plant? Corn, peas, butter beans, green beans, or string beans y'all call them, or snap beans. They're called the same. I used to put them up. I can them and put them up. But, you know, now I can't do that. I hadn't got a garden. All right, so here's a half of a bell pepper I had in the refrigerator. Look, y'all, just look in your refrigerator. If you got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, honey, you can make stir fry. You can make one. You don't have to have a bunch of stuff. You don't have to let it be hard. Just whatever you've got in there. Cut it up and stir fry it. It's quick, it's easy, so it's a good noonday meal like this. I like to have it for dinner because supper, I got to where I don't eat as much supper as I used to. I don't know if y'all do the same thing. I'm going to cut this onion up. I found the smallest one I had in my basket over there. This is a Vidalia onion. Most of the time they're bigger than this. I don't know why this one's so little. I guess he was just a baby. You know, used to, you know, I wore contacts. And y'all know that. All you people's been following me for a while. And you know that every time I didn't have my contacts on, I couldn't peel onions because I cried. Well, now that I've had my cataract surgery and got that artificial lens in my eye, I don't cry when I cut up onions anymore. That's one of the advantages of it, I guess. But the disadvantage is that the brightness of the sun, oh Lord, it'll kill you. You got to have you some glasses, honey, when you go outside. I don't know if any of y'all had the cataract surgery, but you might as well spend some money and buy you a good pair of glasses because you're going to need them. Oh, that is sunglasses. I actually keep a couple of pair in my car. I only got one, what you call a good pair. And it was given to me. But I've got a lot of them from the gas stations too. Just so I'll have them. Okay, that's it. Now then, you tell me that ain't healthy. 1 pork chop and a ton of vegetables. Now when you stir fry, you have got to turn this thing on high. And you've got to let that pan get hot. You cannot put it in until the grease is hot. So I'm going to stay it here and wait till that grease gets hot. Do y'all want to talk, or do you want me to turn you off and turn you back on when it's ready to cook? I wish I could hear you. I wish I could. I wish I knew what you wanted to know. I don't know how long it'll take that to do. I'll tell you one little quick story, though. You know, back in the day when I was a little girl and that kind of thing, I lived in the country and all, so I didn't know about stir fry. I never heard of stir fry. We don't, you know, we didn't go out to eat much. When we did, it was like Sunday after church, and we'd go to Morrison's or Piccadilly because you could go through the line and pick what you wanted. My eyes got so big when I did that because I wanted to, there was some good looking food on that counter. And I felt like I had to have a taste of all of it. But one thing I always used to like to get at Morrison's is I loved their liver and onions. And every time I went there, I'd choose the liver with sauteed onions on top. And I still love it today. And I always wanted to get a little dessert because they look so good. And then the salad, they had that little jello mold and all that kind of stuff on it. Today I'm gonna eat me a tomato with my stir fry. I picked this one up at the grocery. I don't know if it'll be good or not. I hadn't even washed it yet. I'll wash it. I'll have that as a side dish. You could put it in your stir fry, but I really don't like it in stir fry. I'd rather just have this, what I've got in there. As it's cooking, then I'm gonna add some seasoning to it. Probably a little garlic, salt and pepper, but I don't add it at the beginning. I kind of wait till it's about ready to take up. Let's see what's happening over here. I've just got 2 little caps in there and those are little caps on that olive oil, so it's not very much at all. I'm gonna turn it off for just a second, let that get hot, so you won't have to just spend the whole day watching me. Okay, y'all, it's hot. It's hot as a blue blaze in the sunshine. I've got me one of these little spider screens I'm gonna put on top of it. I've got a kind of plasticky looking one in this one. It just sits there like that because this goes spatter. Do y'all mind if I turn on my new vent? You won't be able to hear me real good, but you can see what's happening good, okay? I'm gonna turn it on because here we go. I see it smoking a little bit, so I know it's ready. It won't be this much when I take it out. Spread it out. When you're stir frying, you don't want to stir it a lot. I don't know why they call it stir fry. You want it to kind of brown on one side and then stir it. If you continually stir it, those onions in there have a lot of juice in them, and so it'll turn crispy like. You really don't want that. You want it to be firm, I guess you'd call it. So we're gonna let it cook on that side just a little bit, and I'm gonna get me a plate. Mix this out so I can pour that in. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut me up a tomato. So I'm gonna wash my tomato now, and we're gonna cut this up. I'm gonna cut my tomato in bite sizes so that I can eat it along with my stir fry. That'll be so good. Just gonna cut that little corner out like that and cut it up. I think a half tomato will be plenty for me today because that's a big stir fry. Even though I really didn't put much in it. Yeah, that's plenty. Here's our tomato to go with our stir fry. Now let's stir it and see what happens. My screen is cooking. Whew. Okay, we're going to let it cook a little bit longer and then we're going to eat. Are y'all getting hungry? You like what I got in it? I don't even have you on. I have been talking to this camera and it's been on off the whole time I was doing it. I am so sorry. Did y'all even see me cook the stir fry? I don't think you did. Well, let me tell you. Let me go over it again. You had to have it really, the grease really hot. I put that screen over it to keep from spattering. I've got healthy stuff in here. 1 pork chop, 1 zucchini, small. You can put yellow squash, whatever you want. Okra, it doesn't matter. I've got an onion and some mushrooms in here, and I cut me up a small tomato and half of one. And I fixed to eat all this, and it's so healthy for you. And you can do this. It's quick. It's easy. It's healthy. And I'm going to eat it all. Love y'all. Bye-bye.